What's up, everyone? We are week 1 of our October series, Hear Me Roar. This is a series through the book of Daniel. So this week, Daniel 1, Daniel and the Babylonian captivity. So there were God's people, the Jews, and they were being taken to Babylon. And this is where we meet Daniel and some of his friends, the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And they are, being put in some predicaments, some positions that they would rather not be in. So they make a deal with the king. And sorry, I thought someone was trying to come in my office. I locked it. So that's while I shoot this video. So anyway, they make a deal with the king. Now, you can watch the video, you can read Daniel chapter 1, or you can watch the video. It's attached to a Vimeo link. I keep pointing over here because that's where my notes are, and where the Planning Center lesson plan is. So you're going to have that. Your opening small group, 15 minutes. I want you guys to start anywhere from 0 to 5 minutes into service. So I know, like in the big kids room, I say big kids, the 4th and 5th grader room, if they're playing a game, and they want to start a new game between 9:30 and 9:35, don't let them. If the game's going to end at 9:33, that's great. But if they're starting a game at 9:33, it won't be over until 9:38. Now you got to play the game, put the stuff away. You only get 5 minutes in your small groups. And at that point, it's not worth trying to get into the activity in 5 minutes. And I want you to get into the activity. So a 0 to 5 minute window. So not, I said 9:30. I mean, whatever service, if it's 11 o'clock, if it's 8 o'clock, if it's Thursday night, whatever, that part doesn't matter. So your opening activity, introduce yourself to your small group, invite the kids to sit together and talk about the following scenarios. Have kids raise their hands in response to the statements with which, and it just cut off right there. What in the world? With which they agree. There we go. That was really weird. I'll make sure that's not like that in your papers. It says, for a preteen hack, in addition to having preteens answer the poll, have them share a story about a funny zoo or animal encounter. Raise your hand if you would cuddle with a koala, ride a camel, touch an octopus, kiss a frog, let a parakeet sit on your arm, let a bearded dragon sleep on your bed, drape a python around your shoulders, hold a baby crocodile, pet an adult crocodile, or spend the night at the zoo inside the cheetah exhibit. And as you talk about this, that is because we are going to talk about the perspective of Daniel and his friends being in Babylon, being in this new environment, kind of like if you were to take a lion and put it in the zoo. It's no longer in its home in Africa. So what we do at zoos is we try to make animals feel like they're at home while they're very much caged inside of walls where people come and look at them, and they're a spectacle. And so we're going to go have our memory verse, Nahum 1:7. The Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. He cares for those who trust in him. That was weird. We're going to play a game, Animal Roundup. It's a screen game. It's like, hey, when is a draft not a draft? When it's in a group of drafts. What do you call a group of drafts? And we're going to give you multiple choice. And so, like, for example, a lot of crows would be, is it a flock of crows? Is it a herd of crows? It's the technical term is, it's called a murder. It's a murder of crows, means there's a bunch of them. So we're going to play that game. It'll be fun. 2 songs for worship. One of them is Brighter, the new song we just did this past week at Back to School Bash. The other one is the song Heartbeat. Both are attached there. Then the story. Back to your small group rooms for discussion. How did Daniel and his friends up in Babylon? What did the 4 of them do differently from others who were brought to Babylon? What happened because of the choice they made? And then there's a few things you want to go even deeper and more practical there. Then you're going to get this for each of your kids. And this just goes back to that thing we talked about. It's all right here under response, the open door. And that's that thing of, man, when animals are at the zoo, we try to make them feel comfortable, but they're clearly not in their home. And so I want you to think about a time that you were in an uncomfortable situation. And so it'll say, provide each kid with some art supplies, and then draw a picture of a time where you were reminded that God was with you. Maybe God comforted you when you moved to a new school, or gave you the courage to apologize to your sibling after an argument, or God helped you to keep practicing something that was difficult. So they're going to draw that right there. You can practice the memory verse. And then we also have another coloring page if the kids feel so inclined. So That is it for the weekend. Now, quick, it's not an announcement, just an update. This is my last Sunday for at least 2 weekends, and then more only in like unfortunate scenarios. And so my wife is having a baby on October 7th. And it's scheduled, so it's not even like it's her due date, and it could be early or later. Like, it could be early, I guess, technically. So I will not be at church on October 6th or 9th, or on the 13th or the 16th. So I'm going to have a sheet of paper that I'm going to both email to you and give you as a handout and text to you of if you are going to have to cancel at the last minute, here's the steps that you take. Here's who you contact. Here's what you do about it. You have a service lead for your service. You're going to let that person know. Your service lead has a list of all of the subs, and they may find a sub, or they may say, hey, can you find a sub? Because if you're sick on Friday, they may say, hey, don't worry about it, I got it. But if you are telling us on Tuesday, hey, I'm going to be gone this week, and they may say, hey, can you call this person or call these people? So I'm gone for a couple of weeks there. I'm a bad texter to begin with. Some of you are like, duh. Not great at texting. But I'm trying my best to like be off the radar while I'm home, because I will have a brand new baby, a wife recovering from surgery, and then I have a 3.5-year-old that is going to be trying to figure out life with this new thing in our house. So I'm trying to be as present as I can at home. But if you text me, just like a friendly thing, like, hey, did you see the Packers game? Because my gosh, they got to get it together. I will respond at some point, but if I don't respond right away, don't think I'm ignoring you. Just think my phone is probably not even in the room with me. So that's what we got about that. And then I'm not going to be able to remind you over and over. Trunk or treat is coming up. So if you have kids, show up and get all the candy in the world. And if you don't have kids, man, decorate a trunk. We're doing a movie theme. And so let me give you some fun ideas. Do a Top Gun trunk. Top Gun's so popular right now. That'd be super sick. You could also do a Fast and Furious trunk. You know what you do? You need to do a Fast and Furious themed trunk. Have a car. Done. Let's see. You could do. I'm trying to think of a thing that you can do squirt guns and shoot kids with them. I don't know. In Water World, that's not really relevant, but here we are. So, again, we just love to see you. Love to hang out. I'm gonna be there. I'm only in dad mode for like 30 minutes while my kid is there. Otherwise, I'm just walking around having fun by the time we get to that event. So we'd love to have you. Love to see you there, just having fun. Love to see you have a trunk. It'd be great. So, guys, have a great day. Have a great week. I'll see you. It's technically the first week in October, but on Thursday, it's still September. So I'll see you guys. And then Sunday, people, I'll see you on October 2nd. Peace out.